Hey guys, welcome to the first ever blog interview for BreakDanceDecoded.com. And today we actually have with us Airrico, who comes from Perth, Western Australia. And he is one of the main B-boys and being in Rock crew, handling a full-time job as well. He would actually dabble more on and tell us about how it is to be a full-time worker and be a B-boy as well, and his probably backstory on how he actually became a B-boy. So, Airrico, what advice do you have for b-boys who are juggling a full-time job and still want to break?
Well, first and foremost, I believe the number one thing if you want to juggle a full-time job and B-boy is to pretty much get your priorities straight in life. Now, for me, I kind of wanted to focus on my information technology, my IT career.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of wanted to further my career by studying as well at the same time. And also, I didn't want to give up breaking at the time. So I balanced it out. I worked out a way so that I could at least practice once or twice a week. And it didn't kind of have a negative impact on my work. So I'm working a 9 to 5 job in IT Monday to Friday, and I pretty much practice every Tuesday and maybe even a Saturday and a Thursday. It is possible. I'm even married as well, and I've got a wonderful wife, and I've managed my time. It's all about time management, I believe. You just have to know what you want to do in life. I mean, it's not hard to have a full-time breaking career if you manage it right, but you just have to know what you want to get out from it, and where you want to pursue that career. What else?
Okay. Do you want to tell our audience how you actually got into breaking and what was the main pivotal point that made you pursue this dance?
Well, I've been breaking for about 13 years now. I was exposed to breaking when I was around 7 or 8 years old by my older brother. Now, at that point, I think I was first introduced to the movie Beat Street, and as a kid, when I was young, I would often imitate all the windmills and the backspins from that movie, and then I'd imitate what my brother was doing at the time. So, I mean, he was trying his best to teach me, but being a kid, all I wanted to do was like try to pretend I could do backspin, but all I could really do was a butt spin. So I was exposed to it at an earlier time in my life, but as I grew older, I kind of learned more about like what breaking actually is. And then as I was growing up, I soon realized what it all meant. You know, I started learning the history and the different aspects and dancing to the music. I kind of have a regret. I should have listened to my brother when I was young, but I'm just thankful that he introduced it into my life, and it's had a positive experience on my life so far.
Yeah, I guess you got to agree that you need a certain level of maturity to actually understand the dance and the history of the dance fully, right?
Yeah.
How do you think of the Perth break scene and your experience supporting it? From what I know and from when I was there, you were always there organizing jams. How do you do these things? How do you find the time to do
Well, my experience is like the Perth b-boy scene. It is small compared to other states like Sydney and Melbourne, but we have a really supportive scene here. We might be isolated from all the other states, but everyone trains hard, and we have a younger generation coming up in 2009 when I started. It's really grown since then because the difference between now and then is back then there wasn't as many kids coming to jams and entering. Now this year has seen like a massive increase of kids, you know. The younger generation are just so keen to dance. They're not afraid to enter the cypher. They're all having fun. It's really positive to see this scene growing in Perth. And we also have regular practice sessions. Benny Bench still runs the King Street sessions in the city every week. I mean, without all these things like teaching, the weekly sessions, and then myself running the jams, it's helping the scene really grow in a positive way.
So what do you think, like, in your experience of hosting all these jams, what was the toughest decision you ever had to make?
Well, besides choosing who to judge, which is not too tough, but usually the hardest decisions is when I have a certain cutoff time for registrations.
Uh-huh.
And then when younger B-boys, kids as young as 7 or 8 are kind of late in the registration. So even while the event's running, they'll come up to me and, ask, oh, can I still enter the battle? And I look at them and their face, they're so keen to get in there. I kind of don't have that heart to tell them, no, you can't. So I usually, since I've been doing it for a while now, I usually make a quick judgment and, maybe make the next battle a three-way battle. I just make a few arrangements so that I could let them enter. Otherwise, if I say no, it's gonna really bring it down on them, and I don't want that. Especially these kids are so young, and they just want to have fun. I just don't want to ruin that experience for them. So I guess that's probably the hardest decisions I make when I have these jams.
Even if it means you have to create a three-way battle somehow?
Yes, I'll do whatever it takes, I can't bear see a kid, with, just not like have that experience, I don't want to take that away from them.
Okay. I do know that there's this WA Junior Breaking Champs coming up. Do you want to talk more about it?
Yeah, that's coming up September 12th. That is organized by Rush and myself. We kind of collaborated to organize this youth jam. It is a one-on-one youth b-boy battle. Now, the way this is a bit different. This is actually we're actually choosing the top 16 by cypher, by a 45-minute cypher. So there'll be 3 judges. We've got Rush, Pepito, and Llama Rock. Now they're going to be choosing the top 16 out of whichever of the younger generation is doing the best in the ciphers. So that's going to run for 45 minutes. Judges will choose the top 16, and then we'll run it as a knockout competition. And then also we're adding on a 3-on-3 open battle for everyone else. So we've got 2 comps going on. Yeah, it should be really good.
All right. Okay, so to end off the interview, so for all these guys that you haven't been to Perth and you're ever going to go to Perth, do remember to check out King Streets on Thursdays and Saturdays. And do remember that on Tuesdays you can actually session in the city street. What's the street called again?
Murray Street.
Yeah, it's right down in Myers on the 2nd floor of the shopping center. Airrico will be there with the speakers usually. So if anything, you can actually find him on Facebook to contact him and ask him about sessions in Perth. Okay, anything more to add before we end off this Skype interview?
We've also got the Zoo Rock anniversary coming up. That's October 31st. I hope everyone can make it down. This is a yearly event. We're running a Park Jam edition, special edition outdoors in Fremantle. So I hope you can all come down for that. It's going to be a really fun day.
Thank you very much. Okay, see you.